Dang. I forgot how cool shit looks.
Oof.
New armor, new sword, etc.
I missed the weather report, though.
Yeah. Yeah. So, hey.
Cloudy with a chance of fuck you.
Cloudy with a chance of bail. Incredible voice acting. But we're gonna 180. We're gonna 180 for a minute, and we'll make it back up the mountain. We got the finger.
Finger Fing, Igons, or Egons? Furled finger, yeah.
Yeah, so Ghostbusters rules. Egon?
I think it was Egon.
Egon.
That was said by
Ghostbusters
one of the
rules.
characters, yeah.
Okay. So we do have what we need when the time comes. Now, because this is all unmapped, what the fuck was it like across this bridge? I think it was like... Egon's original location was like on the ground.
Yeah, somewhere on the road.
Yeah. So... Alright. This is what I want.
Is this what you want?
That's what I want. Number 4. Alright, this might be messy, but... Maybe there's like a wind... drop point. I forget if I took one on the way up. But...
That looks far.
Well, that's not 4. 4 is over there. Behind this mountain view. The thing is the last time this was I want to say when I came out of the cave after the little shits were bothering me, I kind of hit the edge trying to get up close to this, but I couldn't. Because it was like, take the high road, and then a bunch of dudes were like dropping shit from high up, and then I got past them,
Okay.
and then I tried to like, and then it led to this little circular thing where I saw the bear, and it was a regular bear.
Okay.
Remember that?
Yeah, I remember the regular.
Yeah, so that was where I thought I was like, maybe I can get to the map from there, but I couldn't. So
And what's the other point on the map that's marked? Was there like another on
This
top,
thing?
Yeah, on the top left, way beyond like the discovered part. Yeah, what's the 3 marker that you have on
the
top?
3 marker I put was for another map piece way up here.
Okay.
The 2 marker was for where the NPC quest would update if I entered this little encampment, and same thing for crossing this bridge.
Okay, do not
so these are
cross.
do not crosses.
Okay.
So my goal is to get 4.
Not from here.
No, but there was a launch pad. I want to say there was a launch pad. And if not, then I'll just take it the long way.
Oh.
There it was. It's forgiving. It's forgiving.
That hitbox was big. Thank you. Oh.
Couple of jerks. That's a dead end. This is also a dead end. They're a little slow on the uptake, so that's fine. Just before I teleport down, let me just make sure that there isn't like a nice little map. I know, I know. Whew. Okay. Deep in the fuckery. Elder's Hovel. How did I get up here?
I'm not sure.
From this side. First off left and then jumping ahead, probably referring to that.
Whoa. Sick view.
Yeah, the gripping fingers. It was pretty much a straight shot after fighting that first Drake. I remember now.
Yeah.
Fought the first Drake, and then it led all the way up this way. So to get down must be a fork somewhere, because this was all a straight line. Yes, this archway to the original Drake Arena. Okay, so the temple was back this way. Yes, okay. I remember now. The temple is back here. Let me see if I avoid that opening.
It's the left.
Left?
not sure
No,
where.
it's straight ahead. It's this is the grace that you load from when you come out to fight the Drake. Right? This grace over here.
No horse.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that's the
We
inside
came
of
out of here.
This exactly. Came up, fought the first Drake. So now, it's okay. I remember. So I'm just thinking, perhaps a branch path or something else. Not there.
I think back in the area there might be something.
So, in the arena?
Where we were fighting the dragon.
Yeah, so I didn't... I just wanted to come up here because I didn't come up here last time. So I just wanted to verify what was up here myself. Because I went to the ledge and looked over. Alright. Oh yeah, that's one way to do it. That would take fucking 900 arrows. So, classic Dark Souls 1.
Okay. So from here, I assume there would be different paths.
Yeah, so I went to this side and I went to that side and I saw cliffs on both sides. But maybe I didn't look as carefully as I needed to.
With a bunch of electric sheep.
That's a big boy. I definitely didn't see you. Yep, okay. when I looked this way, I mistook it for a path going in a different direction. I see. All right. Here we are. Okay. Still just neat. Yeah.
Yep.
It's wildlife.
A chasm and pathways on both sides. Okay.
There's options.
Oh, they resurrect.
Oh, shit. Right.
I tried. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Summoning ghost skulls. What is going on? Oh, mon Dieu. That was tight. Alright. You were left with pixels. How much is that? 1600 runes? Okay.
You are still very quiet. Sorry, I need to fix this. I don't know what's going on.
Oh.
I can barely hear you.
Okay. That's weird. I feel like I'm speaking at a regular level, right?
It's just not coming through in the headphones as much as it usually ought to.
Let me speak sweet nothings to you. O tarnished, where have you gone? Do you know where your soul shall rest? Do not fear. The only thing that matters is the next step.
Okay.
Oh no. Oh yeah.
That's about as much as I'm willing to turn it up before I think it'll affect the recording, so...
That's cool. Microphone check 1 2 1 2.
There's also some background noise in that area, so...
All right. Back on the foot of the jagged peak.
Okay, so these things need to be killed twice.
Get your foot off my foot.
And... you guys are gonna get up. Uh-huh. This is the high path.
Stay down.
Well, what counts as OTG and what doesn't, you know?
Oh.
Way over the different direction. Ha. That's a big motherfucker.
Yep. Massive. The whole area.
What was the other giant dragon's name again?
So many dragon names.
Sure, we can just check it.
Like there was Fortisax and Lanceax and John. From the
Grail?
From
Was
the
it
main
Grail?
game, or
It might be Grail.
from the main game?
Yes, Grail's dragon. There's one giant dragon in the main game, and I think it's Grail from Grail's Dragon Barrow.
Let's see. Could be it. Item ahead. Egon's cookbook.
Ah,
Whoa.
you were here.
What's in
Expands repertoire. Community grease and community
Craft
harpoon.
techniques left by a warrior who challenged the vile dragon Bale, only to be grievously injured and broken by fear. Contains details on how a mere mortal can fell a mighty dragon. Communion grease and harpoon. Huh. Harpoon.
Harpoon. Yeah.
As a real weapon or as a consumable?
It's craftable, so it's perhaps a craftable throwable.
Oh, ah, yes. Okay,
Right?
projectile type of thing, yeah.
What category? Oh, let's just go under all. Dragon Communion Harpoon.
Straight up.
Takes sharp gravel stone. Yeah.
Tool of the Dragon Communion Warriors. Agents of the Ancient Dragon's hatred for the lowborn descendants.
Agents of the Ancient Dragon's hatred for their lowborn descendants. Okay. I'm trying to remember.
Was there beef between dragons and
Was it that did the old dragons hate the newer ones that formed a pact with the Golden Order?
that's possible.
It's years back now.
Yeah.
But I feel as if I'm vaguely recalling there being like something like that, or like there was beef with there was something mentioned of beef with the dragons in the base game, but I forget exactly what the deal was, or maybe Dragon Communion, because like I remember with the you got there's the pact, and then there's the people who are actually using its abilities, and the Dragon
was it
Communion
because
churches
Dragon Communion was like eating
the hearts. Yeah, eating the hearts. Yeah. But like what I'm remembering is a discussion we had about the difference between
those who partake in Dragon Communion shed their humanity. Eternal torment from hunger. Dragon Communion is ruinous. Said Yura.
Okay, so and we saw like an ancient dragon man last session. I remember we talked about like Dragon Communion and eating the hearts, and that being like something obviously they hated because you have to kill them to do that, versus dragon worship, right? And I feel like there were ashes that talked about dragon worship, and then there was skills that were for consuming and killing dragons, essentially. So there was like, yeah.
There's also something about the magma worms, who were once human heroes who partook in dragon communion transgression, forcing them to crawl the earth on their bellies.
Yeah, the big shitty lava worms were people, and that's why they stand on their 2 feet, and they have broken swords, and they attack like people, but then they fall back over, and that's why they're nowhere near as, majestic or not broken. Yes, okay, so here, let me just check these incantations real quick. There's the mountain giant fire stuff. Beast, swarm, flame, dragon fire. Okay, dragon communion. Right, incantations of those who have hunted dragons and feasted upon their hearts. Yes, so this is where you pull out the big dragon head and do the big barf. And where was the second group listed of those that were not hunting dragons, but were actually working with them? We're going back a couple years, man.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Okay, you're scrubbing the notes. I'm gonna just check real quick over here. It wasn't an incantation. Lanciax, Fortisax.
I'm coming up empty.
War of the Ancient Dragons. These twin red lightning stakes were the hallmark of one ancient dragon who was called the Mightiest Boulder Stone, Fortisax. And then Lanciax, sister of Fortisax, took the form of a human to commune. Okay, Lanciax, sister of Fortisax, took the form of a human to commune with the knights as a priestess of the ancient dragon cult. Ancient dragon cult is the word.
Okay.
Yes, okay. So, those are the two things. There's the dragon cult, which were dragons approved. And then there was the dragon communion church, which was, boo, stop killing dragons and eating us.
So the ancient dragon cult arose after the War of the Ancient Dragons?
And
that's Godwin's people, right?
yes, and Lanciax actually, became human. And that allowed that friendship to continue. Long ago, Godwin defeated the ancient dragon Fortisax and befriended his fallen foe. That gave an event that gave rise to the ancient dragon cult in the capital. Those are the words we were looking for. There we go. It's coming back. Okay. Dragon kin were born in the eternal city where they knew no true sky and no true lightning. Instead, the ice lightning was their weapon. Okay, dragon kin soldiers. We all, again, ancient dragon men, people that were like all draked up. We've encountered before, but I guess what we're trying to figure out now is, are we looking at people? It sounds like we're looking at people who are doing it despite the dragons not being down with it, right? So if we go back to that spear, yeah. So they were using this, and they were using what's that other thing we just picked up not long ago? This to kill them more effectively. So right now this is all okay, so the ancient dragon men and people who look like that are forcing themselves to become dragons non-consensually.
Yeah.
that's what it is, right? Okay. Let's wait for more and find out more about Egon, whose finger said that he nothing. Drake warrior Egon. So he was likely one of them.
Slaying dragons.
But he failed to kill Bale, and so now he's salty and wants to run back. But he's amongst the Drake warriors, who are those who are, trying to get their power. Well, I should probably make a few of those as soon as I pick up some more.
So sharp gravel stone, right?
Yes. This section it's in the throwing daggers, so I guess that would be... That's weird. What category do you put throwing daggers under? Not consumables, not throwing pots, not perfume, not arrows and bolts, not clarifying boluses, not stimulating boluses, not hefty furnace pots, or aromatics, or arrows.
Is this an item crafting?
Item crafting. Throwing, perfume, arrows, bolts.
No.
It's just a consumable.
Oh.
It's just under consumables. Okay. Yeah, alright.
Shit's happening over there.
Shit's happening over there. How we looking? Okay.
Healthy and good.
Oh, that's a grace.
Yep. Grace next to a big red fountain. Grand altar of Dragon Communion. And there's someone standing there.
That looks like it's going to take me places. Okay. I needed to clarify. Touching Grace means it pops on the maps. You don't have to sit to have it appear. Even if I die elsewhere now, I'm going to go back to the last place I sat, but I can still teleport over to this one.
Okay.
Warrior true, picture yourself feasting upon a dragon's essence, on the throbbing heart of the oldest, vilest dragon of them all. It would be the purest form of communion, the fullest sating of your hunger and your consummation as a dragon whole.
I'm not trying to become a Dragon Communion church member. Also, do I even have it? I don't have it on me. Yes, and.
Yes, as it should be. Now, seek the jagged peak. There you will find Bale, the oldest and vilest of all dragons. Landbound warrior. Follow your desire and slay the foul beast. Devour its throbbing heart. I will grant you the strength required. In the name of my lord.
Placidusax. Huh.
Ancient Dragon's Blessing.
Dragon Lady, I appreciate it. I'm just looking for Mickey. Did he come through here, or... I think I took a left turn at Albuquerque. Favor bestowed by the Dragon Communion Priestess in the name of the Dragon Lord Placidusax. Consume FP to increase all forms of damage negation, including physical. All forms of damage negation, including physical. This also increases damage negation while guarding as an additional effect. Each night the priestess offers her own sleep to her lord, and in turn receives the power of his favor. Wow. That sounds great.
And we fought Placide Sax, right?
Yeah. What I'm curious about is, like, Placide Sax is lord of a lady who's a part of the people that are trying to kill and eat dragons. So that places Placide Sax against the dragon interests as a community, right? So we got to look back up the bullet points on Placide Sax. Now, aside from that, there's yeah, let me just take a look at this detail here. Is this... Alright, you hold one at a time. It is consumable. So does this work like the Baltican blessing? Right? Where...
It has a similar aura.
You pop it, and then it's on, and then you do the thing. Because if so, then yeah, we already roll with those, and that means it likely is going to be dupable if your mimic rocks it. Yeah, sure thing. You know what? Let me not accidentally pop that in some way, shape, or form, though. Let me take this off over here. And let's see. Afflicting Aromatic, Clean Rot Night. Can I... Yeah, just make a little space over here. Put Tish next. I'll throw it over there. Okay. Can you do a quick Control F for Placide Sax and see if it was a weapon or a soul that had the most information?
Say that again.
Placide Sax?
When I looked, I don't see much. Placide Sax, Dragon Lord Placide Sax was Elden Lord in the age before the Erdtree.
Elden Lord in the age before the Erdtree. Okay. Is there an item that
mentions Placide Sax?
that we're pulling from? Doesn't say.
The remembrance of the Dragon Lord.
Okay, the actual soul itself.
Yeah.
Okay.
You could have done Dragon King's Crag Blade.
It was
or
a blade.
Placide Sax Rune, but I don't know if we got it.
Okay. Perfect.
I don't know if you got the Blade or Rune.
Oh, those are what
Those
the
are
remembrance
options,
leads
yeah.
to. Okay.
You have the Incantation, apparently.
Incantation and Old Lord's Talisman. Doing a little lore minute over here. A little lore minute. Old Lord's Talisman. I don't... Ah, there we are. Okay. Legendary tales depicting the ancient king whose seat lives in the heart of storm beyond time. So that the ancient city, royal city of Farum Azula has been slowly crumbling since time immemorial. Okay. So, yeah, not that. And then the remembrance itself. Where were my remembrances listed? Not tools, recent items, ashes. Incantations, sorceries, key items is probably the place it would be. Am I losing the room?
What are we looking for?
I'm looking for the item that I might have gotten for killing him. That might have a nice little piece of info on the lore about Placidusax, so we can refresh on why or what we know about him before talking a bit more about this lady, to this lady who's going to give us some more information in a second. I just want to refresh on what we learned about him.
Seems like you might have used it to get the item.
All right.
To get the incantation.
Okay. All right. I tried. Incantations. And it was called...
I'm not sure. Maybe Placidusax Ruin? Okay. Oh, it's the dragon stuff. There we go. Not much to say here.
Not much to say here either. Damn. Okay. Shit, yeah. I thought there was an item that, like, broke it all down, but I guess it was the original remembrance then. So then. Nothing besides him being the Elden Lord beforehand. Okay, cool. I just like to refresh on what little we knew.
What passed through our brains
before we expand.
Warrior true. What is it that you need?
What's up with Bale?
In a time long past, Bale turned upon the Dragonborn. The foul traitor assailed our master and inflicted a grievous wound, only to make a hasty retreat, becoming a sworn enemy of the group. Since that day, Bale and his bloodline, the Drakes, have served as sacrifices.
Interesting.
For land-bound warrior. My lord, Placidusax, has shown your kind what must be done. Seek communion. Sate your boundless appetite. Feel the euphoria over dragon's essence taking root in your meager frame.
Fuck you, fuck your kids, fuck your kids, to the 3rd and 4th generation. All the way down. Alright. Ancient beef from the great-great-great-grandpappies split the two. And that's why they feel no qualms.
In a time
okay.
the foul traitor assailed becoming a sword. Since that day, Bale and his blood.
So the Drakes are
separate from the dragons.
Yeah. That's interesting because in other games, like in Dark Souls and stuff like that, there's always like Drakes that are like fake dragons, you know, and like it looks like a dragon, it's got wings and a big old dragon head and stuff, but like it's not the same level of life form, power, majesty. It doesn't have the same amount of souls. It's a much weaker thing, and in many cases, too, outside of like specific FromSoft, like there's like something that looks like a dragon, but only has 2 wings and 2 feet. Is just like, so, like it's a worm, I think. And then if you add, there's a way to do it where it's like you add a certain amount of limbs. If you have 4 legs and then 2 wings,
It'll change the terminology.
then you go from worm to drake to dragon, and then wyvern is in there as well.
Else, okay.
There's wyverns, worms, drakes, and dragons, and like all 4 are like different amounts of like no limbs, just wings, right?
Yeah.
Just a snake with wings. Then there's a snake with feet and wings. You know, snake with
Trogdor.
yes. And then dragons are 6 limbs, 2 wings,
Okay.
head and tail.
I see.
I think that's what it is between all 4 categories. Yeah. And those are the ones that are also like massive and old, and the originals, and everything is just a diluted bloodline.
Okay.
You know. But again, this is outside of even Elden lore, right?
I remember that name well.
Igon.
The broken drake warrior, driven by bottomless
Egon.
hunger and fiery ambition. Precisely what the Dragon Lord envisaged for men who partake in Dragon Communion. The mad hunger and fierceness of spirit that only flows from those young and short of sight. He rather reminds me of Bale. In fact, such thoughts are unfathomable to ones as old as we.
We're not so different, you and I.
I remember that name well. The broken drake warrior. Driven precisely what the Dragon Lord and for men who partake in the mad hunger. And he rather reminds me such thought.
Okay.
So when they eat
Nice shield, bro.
dragon hearts, they don't eat drake hearts?
Okay. So yeah, let's put it together. At least what we can for now.
No, they eat
Um,
drake. Oh,
Fortisax,
they eat
Lance.
drake hearts. I'm so confused now.
Okay.
Okay, I'm listening.
Fortisax, Lanciax, Placidusax. Right? Placidusax, top. Starts
Okay,
top of
Elden
the
Lord.
top of the timeline. Placidusax, Elden Lord, before the trees, etc. Bale, equal. They fight. They fuck each other up. That's why Placidusax is missing heads. It is all fucked up. And Bale, we will see. But they go their separate ways from the ancient times and whatnot, right? Way old shit, old beef. Everything that Bale and his lineage creates is a drake. So those are the diluted, weaker dragons, not quite full dragons, right? And then Placidusax, and that Placidusax's lineage is Lanciax and Fortisax, and then everyone that is a part of the ancient dragon cult that team up with the Golden Order, and then Lanciax became human and helped found that and was part of the founding of all that on foot, right?
Okay.
And they were very much against the Dragon Communion Church because the Dragon Communion Church was trying to kill them and eat them to get their power. So up until now, we just were like, okay, there's a bunch of weirdos that are trying to eat dragons and turn into them by eating them. And we don't know what's up with them, but we should kill those guys because fuck them, we're trying to defend ourselves. But it's actually like, no, it's more coordinated than that. Their lineage and their like progenitor is a dude who had beef with the original founder, you know, from the from back then. So it's a coordinated effort that they do this whole consumption thing. What I'm uncertain about is that she's worshiping Placidusax, and Placidusax's descendants are the ones who founded the cult, who are victims of the communion church, right? So
They founded the cult who are victims of the communion church.
So that's what I'm a little bit confused about. Is like if you were to draw this on a whiteboard, right? Let me take a look at the inventory for a second.
Communion church only eats drake hearts. So I guess before, when we were saying eating hearts, we were saying dragons, but
Dragon
it wasn't
hearts.
actually
It's
dragon
drake
hearts.
hearts.
It's drake hearts.
And the distinction is important here.
And that's okay, yeah.
And I used them all to get my communion incantations. Okay, but see,
See, it says hunted dragons.
Yeah.
So for all our lives, we thought it was get some
no.
dragon
Those who
hearts.
pause. Those who have hunted dragons and feasted upon their hearts. Yeah, it says dragons. So no. We had no reason to believe that it was only drakes. It
Yeah.
says right here, right? So
It doesn't say ancient dragon, but it says dragon.
it says dragons. It doesn't say ancient. Yes. So we only know the name of, I guess, 4 ancient dragons, right? The Saxes and Bale. And but of course the use of the word dragon makes anyone reasonable assume that that's what they're talking about, right? Or just, but ancient, capital A, D, capital D, you know, is a distinction. But that's the point that I guess we'll have to still discover from here is like Bale and his crew are like, yo, let's go eat, right? No. Rather, Bale and his crew are like, she's saying go eat them, right? Okay, here, pause. I'm begging you, read the description for Lanciax's glaive incantation. Let's take a look at that. Because I enjoy recapping and doing all this. This is not I like this stuff, but let's take a look. Let's see what we got, because information's good. Lanciax's glaive incantation. Let's see it.
Lanciax was the sister of Fortisax. Took human form to commune with the knights as a priestess of the ancient dragon cult.
Yes. So this was what I was about to say, is that Lanciax and Fortisax are these descendants of Placidusax?
Okay.
Because if so, because I'm assuming that's what they are based on the names, right? If they are directly descendants of Placidusax, then they were among the dragons, or they are their, if I like, they, and here, Lanciax and Fortisax, yes, they're direct descendants. Okay. Before I even say it, let me just verify, looking at these. Placidusax's ruin, Dragonfire. Because what I'm trying to get at here is, I'm like, is this lady going after Bale and his descendants, but also the Placidusax and Lanciax lineage were also at risk and being hunted during the base game? Or were they always completely separate, and every dragon that we went after was only from Bale's lineage, right? Because I think we just, Flying Dragon, Agheel, Theodorix, all these names, we didn't really have a context for like who was on what side. So if we're looking at everyone that we went after and killed as a line direct from Bale and not from Placidusax, then that makes a lot more sense. But then that also means effectively that we never saw, or did we fight anyone that was from that lineage? Not sure. Anyway. That's all up in the air, speculation stuff. Ancient dragons never dropped hearts. They dropped ancient dragon smithing stones. There you go. Okay. That's a good detail. Thank you. And then lastly, Agheel. Over at the Caelid. No, not Agheel. Greyall. If you do a Control F for Greyall, do we know...
Greyall's Dragon Barrow?
That's an area?
That's an area.
Greyall is a giant corpse, which is so big it can barely function when Zuli the Witch reanimates it on the map. Greyall, is Greyall a part of Bale's family line?
Greyall, mother of all dragons, the Elder Dragon?
Ah. Okay, so then no. Greyall came first. Unless it's mother of all dragons, but not ancient dragons, right? Okay. We'll leave it at that for now. Communion with Bale. Ritual of Dragon Communion. Oh, you can...
Offer the heart of Bale to obtain one of these things.
Yep.
Bale's Tyranny.
Not just any dragon, specifically this one.
Bale's Tyranny, 49 arcane required. One of the greatest dragon communion incantations. Harnesses the fearsome power of Bale the Dread. Channels the form of the dread dragon to emit a mighty roar accompanied by a heat wave burst, causing violent eruptions of fire in the area. Even after being consumed, the throbbing heart of Bale continues to resist its subjugation, never weakening. One day, the fire within will consume the very body and soul of its communion devourer. One day.
That's an awesome icon. That looks really cool. Well, we got a good look at it. And now, actually, I recognize that head from the trailer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then Bale's Flame Lightning.
One of the greatest Dragon Communion incantations harnesses the fearsome power of Bale the Dread, channels the form of the Dread Dragon in the right arm to smash foes with an exposed talon bone coursing with flame lightning. Even after being consumed, the throbbing heart of Bale continues to resist subjugation. Okay. Well, that sounds way cooler than the other one. Requires a bit more arcane. And then use a dragon heart for some ghost flame breath.
Transforms the caster into a dragon to spew ghost flame breath from above, charging a sense duration. Incantation can be used while jumping. The land of spirit graves is home to all manner of dead, and even the corpse of fallen dragons found their way there. Several of them were endowed with such vivacity that even in death they could not fully die.
The land of spirit graves. Huh. That almost makes it sound like it wasn't all Mesmer's doing, but like that this is a place where the dead go as a part of a system. You know? It almost sounds that way. Like, we walked around, saw those graves, and went, oh shit, Mesmer's been busy. And then, you know, the old Empyrean lady was like, yo, fuck that old wench, Marika.
Mm-hmm.
There might be more to it than that. The corpses of fallen dragons found their way here. Yeah, okay. So this is our little DLC hut for those freaks that went full enchanted build. Do not talk to them. Do not make eye contact. Don't shake their hands, because if you do, they'll barf dragon on you. So what happens when we ride this corpse? God damn, it's huge.
Big dragon.
Like this is a vein on a wing, you know?
Oh, one of
Well,
those.
there it is. Hey, buddy. You look sad. Thank you for the heads up. Beautiful.
See a little cabin down there as well?
Yeah. Bioluminescent water. I'd like to see if, is this all in, I mean, this looks like it's all environment built. But, like, what if Zuli finds a way to animate this shit? A challenge from the developers. Also, like, a corpse this big with this much, like, staying power. Like, you can... A civilization of creatures and beasts and such can, like, just eat from this, eat the meat from this for centuries, right?
Ew.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Have you ever seen a whale corpse at the bottom of the sea?
No.
They become, like, fish cities. It becomes fucking Fish Vegas, bro.
Oh.
Like, they eat that shit out. Everyone's partying. It's a whole, like... It's a celebration. It's natural. Everybody celebrates when a whale dies in the oceans.
Welcome to the whale out.
Yeah.
I'm not invited.
You're not down with the whale culture.
No, I'm good.
Alright. Dragon Communion Grease. That was the other item. Whoa.
That's crazy looking.
Now there's a view.
I know. Yeah, I knew it. I just didn't know what was the sound effect for a screenshot. I think I did the menu close sound.
You did a Windows noise.
I know.
Alright, so then... We all know fingers are always up to something good in this world. Let's see if I can't start finding that map piece, though, because this is all interesting, but it's not what I actually came here for. What do you think of that?
Think of that jutting thing. That treacherous pathway that you're...
Oh, Oh.
That's just a message. That's just a trap, is it?
Oh.
Ow. Oh yeah. Camera stuff.
As Miyazaki intended. Nah. That's not a jump. That's not a jump, he says.
Mm-hmm. Was it worth it?
Ooh.
Fresh.
All right, we up here.
Death?
Huh. Yeah, you tried and then you died. Yeah. Yeah, I believe it. I believe it. Nothing but the view. Cool. All right. Just a little exploring. Never hurt nobody.
That's how you discover things.
Amelia Earhart.
Damn. I hope we have a better fate.
Low
Oh, that's
path.
the other side of where
Yeah,
we were. Okay.
yeah. This is the bottom path. Okay, so this is the right side of the boss fight. But the map piece is to the far left side. Let me see if I can't get that before pressing on. This is where I saw the cliff. Yeah. It's just super inaccessible out there. Okay. So it really is out in the mucky muck. Yeah, that's all cliff. And I'm looking this way. So This is from up the mountain. I mean, it's possible that like a pathway up here or so leads back down, but it's going to take a sec. All right. Cool.
Okay.
All right, so we saw some stuff when we got on the wings on this side. I guess we're just going to have to do all of this mapless for now.
Big red stuff down there.
Beautiful. Feels
It's
like
dense.
feels like an awesome fight should be taking place in this type of situation, you know?
What's that?
What is that? Jellyfish? No. Something.
Is this one of those like ground tentacle
It
things?
might be a ground tentacle. Caro's hidden grave. Oh, wow. Man, when a concept artist gets to see it completely realized, like, I feel happy for the artist that drew that, painted it, and then, like, they're doing it justice. Fucking awesome. Hey, boatman, get the fuck over here.
Oh, there's an item behind you.
Dogs, how you doing?
Gravekeeper's Cookbook.
Gravekeeper's Cookbook. What do you build with this? Polterstone.
Polterstone.
Crafting techniques of the gravekeepers who watch over those who rest in the realm of shadow. Alright. Gravekeepers. Another type of person necessary to tend to the dead. And that guy over there? Probably a tibia minor. Oh shit.
Oh wow, you went pretty far.
Oh, you're covering a large area. Oh, you're big? You're tough? Alright. Oh, shit.
It summoned that?
Yeah, I remember you. I remember you.
As if that's what it summoned.
Waste of a sip. No. Not that. Two hands. Thank you, boatman. You did your job. Tibia.
The mariners, the oldest gravekeepers. You can craft the Call of Tibia,
Call of Tibia.
summoning the dead.
Oh, I get to do that now? Huh.
Only in PvP.
Okay. Okay, the grease. Solidified non-grease made from sharp gravel stone mixture. Craftable item. Coats armament and anti-dragon effect. For a short time, Dragon Communion warriors used it to hunt down the ancient dragons. Nope. Who were agents of the ancient dragons' hatred for their lowborn descendants. Other way around. And yeah, same thing. Heavy damage, anti-dragon effect. So,
That's not... Okay, where's that Call of Tibia?
is it like a horn?
I got one guide hard when I said PvP only.
Ah. Always susceptible.
Always susceptible. Call of Tibia.
What a faded icon.
Because you can't craft it, maybe?
No,
I don't know.
yes, that would make sense. Maybe?
Uses FP to summon one lost in death. Ancient ceremonial tool that uses a gravekeeper's skull as a catalyst. Uses FP to summon one lost in death at the spot that it is thrown. The creature spins and mows down foes in the vicinity 3 times before dissipating. The dead have long been left to wander. What they need is leadership.
Cool. Consumable necromancy. I forgot what that thing it summoned was called, but those things are goddamn nightmares. And I remember that from the base game.
Yeah.
I fucking... Oh, they were so annoying. Okay. Yeah, true. I did get the Revenants. That's what they're called? Okay. Pat tweeted at me a change list that said, like, that the Biden Blast got nerfed. But then apparently it's PvP only, so...
Oh, okay.
That's fine.